Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, welcome to your weekly astrological and tarot card horoscope for January 29th through February 4th. My name is Krista Marie, and I am your psychic medium that was going to be guiding you through this week. If you would like to get a session with me, just hop on my work list at www.moongirltarot.com. Okay, Gemini Sun and Rising, let's go ahead and discuss the astrological endpoints that are going to be happening today and throughout the week. We do have the moon in Virgo coming out very strong Monday and then shifting very quickly into Libra Tuesday, Wednesday. The moon is going to be a heavy influence, making a positive flow to drive and direction and trine Uranus. This is the planet that just changed signs into the next 20 years that is going to be in that energy of your house for quite some time. It's going to be in your ninth house of expansion, okay? And Mercury is making a harmonious flow, but there is still that conjunction between Mercury and Mars that is in your eighth house of other people's resources. Now, there is Venus that is also in your eighth house, so there is drama. There is some secrets. There are things that are going to be revealed here, Gemini, so we'll definitely talk more about it. And one thing to note is that Mars is in Capricorn, Mercury is in Capricorn, but they're holding the energy of the house of Scorpio, meaning that there might be some problems ahead this week, but it's okay. And it might deal with like insurance, it might deal with some kind of like legality, especially, Tuesday, Wednesday, that just needs your extra attention. And it looks like that you're going to be involved in other people's resources, meaning that you're doing some collaboration. You're starting to be in that sense of diving in and a sense of control, right? Instead of collaboration, like you're taking over, right? And there's going to be some delays and frustrations, but it's going to be okay. I'm here to guide you through it and help you the best way I can. Now, at the end of the session here, I'm going to go with an extended love reading. So for twin flame, soul connection, stay for that. But we're going to definitely discuss what is going to be happening throughout the overall, the week. The moon is going to be traveling through the fifth house all the way to the first. So you're going to want to seek some harmony and just some peace. And also there's going to be some experiences with a potential partner or the partner that you're working with. So let's go ahead and look at your overall theme. The overall theme of the energy that be highlighted in each sector, that's earth, air, fire, water. Okay, Gemini Sun and Rising. Let's take a look at your overall theme. And thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Engagement helps me out. So if you like this, how I read, let me know. I like to keep it going. Okay, here we go. I feel it there. All right. So let's talk about it. So this is this means like spiritual energy. We have the Hierophant upright. This is the number of 5. So this is going to come as big changes, swift changes, things that are happening, okay? And it's almost like you're going to wonder like what is going on and what's happening, but there are things that are going to be aligned to you, very much aligned to you in a sense that are like happening for the better, the greater good, right? And there are going to be delays. There's going to be things that kind of play out. So let's find out what spiritual change, what spiritual energy, that you're going through. Because you're going through a lot of 8th house energy, like taxes, resources, energy, love, intimacy, like a bunch of it. And that honestly can trickle down into every little thing. So let's take a look and see. So when it comes to your work and finance, things that you make money out in the public world, we have the Star card reverse. So this is coming in from like the people that you work with, and Gemini Sun and Rising, the eyes are like have shifted, okay? So let's read this in a sense to where I want you to understand. So this would come up in a sense where people think you're trying to improve the energy, that you're doing good, you're focusing on yourself. But this is here is like the energy is focused on like other people, and people are kind of like wondering more about you. There's a little bit of gossip, and there is things that are going outside of yourself, okay, Gemini? So let's look a little bit further into that here for you. So when it comes to finance, when it comes to things, your entrepreneurship, outside of, that work and finance, but still involved. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So we do have you shifting and changing. We do have like you kind of like moving out of that environment, but still kind of in the same like niche of things, right? So whatever gossip, whatever energy was coming outside of your workplace that was affecting you, you decided to kind of like pick up your energy and like your skill set and like take it elsewhere, and I can see how could be kind of risky for you. I feel like Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, I feel like more Sun versus Rising, Rising, I feel like they are called to do different projects and not do so much of the mundane stuff. Gemini Sun, there is something that is affected by other people, and you're kind of letting it get to you a little bit. All right, so definitely kind of make peace with whoever you kind of dealt with in the past. That's one thing that's coming out. Now, when it comes to communications, when it comes to other people in our lives, that what is that coming out? We do have the King of Pentacles upright. So the communications are coming of like, we need this change, we do something, and it does involve money. So I feel like somebody is going to acquire or want more of that resource there from you. Okay. And that's something that you're going to have to like pause and think about, because this is something that's going to be like entanglements energy, right? That's kind of like goes that you're going to foresee. And if anything, you're going to want to dominate. Now, when it comes to hidden messages, okay, especially about this from the communication, like what are their intentions, right? We have the Fool card, okay, upright. So we do have this person, hidden messages. You do have a second chance, Gemini. You have a second chance with third-party energy and people that you're working with, okay? So I highly suggest to reach out to them, start again, start something fresh, start something new, okay? All right. Now, when it comes to your home life, when it comes to water, right? When it comes to water, we have the Two of Swords upright. So there are things that, you're unsure of. There are also things that you kind of do know. So this is the energy, like, she's Two of Swords. She's holding her swords up. She's blindfolded, but she's trusting her instincts. She's trusting the things that are kind of happening, like she's listening, okay? So, when it comes to home, things are happening on the surface, but there's something else going behind the scenes. There is a spiritual change. Like, you can tell that things are different. You can just tell. Let's look a little bit more into your intuition. Like, what is your intuition trying to tell you? I mean, I see all these changes that are happening here for you. Yeah, so your intuition is trying to tell you is that there's that 10th house energy, going through the hardship in Capricorn. So there are going to be some communication and things that are going to drive you. It's going to be good news, but it's also going to be news that is like tough. Like, it's going to be testing you this week, okay? Now, when it comes to love and it comes to personal passions, let's look at love really quick. All right, so when it comes to love, we have the Sun card upright, and personal passions, we have the Page of Wands reversed. So this indicates when it comes to like singled Geminis, the energy you want to be with somebody, right? You're missing somebody. You're really missing the energy. You miss that energy of play, right? But it also showcases for those single Geminis that maybe you're not in that maturity mindset yet. Now, for those who are coupled, you want more play. You want more play from your partner, and you both need a date night. Now, when it comes to your personal passions, they have taken you, run through you in a sense to where you just like need more time for yourself. So if you can, put your personal passions aside before it kind of upsets you a little bit more. Okay, Gemini, let's go into your love reading. This is going to be for your twin flame and your soul connections. Now, a twin flame is a person that you are connected with. This is one soul split in two separate bodies. You typically meet your twin flame anywhere around right before you start your Saturn return all the way through. Now, not everybody has a twin flame. It's not guaranteed. This energy is very special, but it's not to be disregarded from soul connections. Soulmates and soul connections are a real thing and a wonderful phenomenon. You have anywhere from 4 to 6 connections, And this energy can be romantic, non-romantic, and then turn into something greater. But we're going to focus on the romantic energy between the both of you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a overall message from your twin flame. And if you would like to get a twin flame reading or a spell and work with that energy, just check out my website, moongirltarot.com. Okay, twin flame energy. Here we go. Gemini sun, Gemini rising. Gemini, you're working with a Cancer, a Pisces, okay? Scorpio with your twin flame. What is their message? Okay, so they do want to make contact. They do want to come back. In a sense, they want, they don't want to be so stressed out. They want to be, less serious, more fun. That makes sense. Okay, so when it comes to your soul connections, the energy that you're soulfully connected with, right? We have connection. So there is a second chance, and this definitely speaks to a Virgo. So Gemini, your soul connection you might be a Virgo. And in that energy, music and pleasure and, travel is what brings you guys together. And it's almost like what is called and what is needed, some of that alone time. Like I said, you needed a date night. Take a date vacation if you can. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what is coming through. It is the Four of Cups reverse. Reach out to your soul connection. They want to hear it from you. That apology, that energy of connecting, of love, absolutely. And if you want to find out a little bit further about this week, and even in a personal astrology report, just check out my website. All right, Gemini, it's going to be a tough one, but you're going to get through that. Make sure that you stay grounded and connect to your heart chakra. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.